I'm Nicole Dauphiné for 5 to Fly, the ultimate source for businesses on the rise. And I'm here with the CEO of Proformance Capital, Brian Jew. Brian, thanks for coming in today. Let's talk about Proformance Capital. You guys have been in the business since 2002, in the industry for 17 years now. So tell me a little bit about the company.
Absolutely. Proformance Capital is an investment bank, and we're dedicated to providing all the tools necessary to help our clients succeed, whether those tools are capital, the right business documents, finding strategic partners, helping them with mergers, acquisitions, perhaps even an IPO. Whatever it might be to help our clients get to the next level, we're prepared to help them.
So Brian, can you expand on what goes into the process and the services that Proformance offers?
Absolutely. The first thing we do is an extensive due diligence process. And this is necessary because we want to know the good, the bad, the positives, the negatives, what the company has, what it doesn't have. We need to know everything about the company. And this is critical because whether we're helping them raise capital or whether they're finding a buyer for them or developing an exit strategy, whatever it might be, whoever they're going to be dealing with in the future is going to need to know this. Sure. So if we have the most extensive list possible, we can then go there and figure out everything they need, help with all their documents, get them ready for that next step.
Okay. So once you have a grasp of the company, you have the documents you need, what's the next step?
The next step is exposure. Whether we're helping with capital, whether we're driving business, whether we're doing M&A work, it's exposure. So we have our team go out there, take the materials, go out there, go into the marketplace, get a feel for what's going on, and at the same time it's very important for us to drive exposure and drive leads back to us so that we can find that right opportunity for the company.
So does Proformance Capital then have an area or an industry of focus?
We are opportunity driven. We've built the Proformance team with having a breadth of experience, a breadth of knowledge, an extensive network in mind. So we have high-level executives that have experience in everything from life sciences to high technology to manufacturing to licensing. We cover the gamut. We do our best to have some exposure everywhere, and if we don't have it, we know where to get it.
Okay. Now, another thing really important to a company, capital formation. Now, does Proformance Capital invest directly into their clients?
Proformance Capital is a conduit between the company and the investor. Depending on the stage of the company, we have different levels of investors that we might go to, whether it's an angel investor, accredited investor, or an institution, or perhaps even a global fund, whatever it might be. We'll place it with what works best for our clients. But we do have an extensive network of capital resources that we have dealt with in the past.
Yeah, really helpful for a company. Now, what stages of companies do you work with?
Well, the three main areas that we work with are your emerging growth company. Secondly, your private company that's been in business for some time, and the third, which we do a lot of work with, is the publicly traded company.
So let's talk about 5 to Fly, this program. Earlier you mentioned there's definitely an emphasis on investors and public relations. Was that the catalyst for 5 to Fly?
5 to Fly made a lot of sense for us to let's run with this, let's drive the exposure, let's get in front of the audience. And I'd have to say that a big catalyst for that and why we went in that direction was whenever we had a client get into the news, that news clip became a very powerful source of information for them, a powerful source of even marketing to that effect. Now their clients say, hey, well, they were in the news, that product was interesting. They'd get phone calls. So we thought 5 to Fly, well, let's make it a news format, a news-driven format. This way the audience can hear the questions answered that they want to hear.
Sure.
What does the company do? How do they do it? Who's running the company? Where's the company going? What are the outlooks for the company? And let's ask those questions, and that's why we created 5 to Fly.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, in this day and age when it's so important for companies to do everything they can to promote themselves, it sounds like a good way for them to do so.
Absolutely. 5 to Fly has been created to be the ultimate source for businesses on the rise. Find capital, build business, find strategic partners, get acquired, get your exit strategy, drive business. That's 5 to Fly.
Well, thanks for coming in, Brian. For 5 to Fly, I'm Nicole Dauphiné, and if you'd like any more information on Proformance Capital, you can go to www.proformancecapital.com or www.5tofly.com. Thanks for watching.